All right, so what if the secret to getting rich wasn't just what you read, but when you read it? Today, we're going to break down this incredible 17-book roadmap from the entrepreneur Iman Gadzhi. And let me tell you, it's not just a reading list. It's a strategic path, and it's designed to give you exactly the right knowledge at the exact moment you need it most. This quote right here, this is the entire reason we're doing this explainer. You could read hundreds of business books and still not move the needle on your income one bit. The real question is, how do you filter out all that noise, that 95%, to find the 5% that actually truly works? Well, that's the roadmap we're breaking down today. You see, the secret isn't just what you read, it's when you read it. This whole journey is broken down into 4 very distinct stages, each with its own income level. And here's the kicker, what gets you to $10,000 a month will not get you to $100,000. And what gets you there, it won't get you to $1 million. So let's start at the very beginning. Stage 1. Now, this is arguably the most difficult climb of them all. And you might be asking why? It's because the battle isn't with the market. It's not with your business idea. Nope. It's all internal. It's about completely rewiring your brain to become a person who is worthy of making money in the first place. This is what's so interesting. It's like Newton's first law of motion, right? An object at rest stays at rest. At this stage, you are fighting against your own inertia, all the habits, the beliefs, the comfort zones of the person you are right now. The entire goal is to break free from waiting for that perfect time and become someone who takes messy, imperfect action. So how do you do it? Well, these 4 books are your foundation. The Alchemist, that gives you the guts to even get started. Think and Grow Rich instills that core, unshakable belief that you can actually achieve what you conceive. Atomic Habits gives you the tactical system for changing who you are, one tiny action at a time. And finally, Money Master the Game forces you to get real and actually calculate what your dream life costs. You know, you'll often find it's a lot closer than you think. Okay, so you've built the mindset and you're making your first 10 grand a month. First off, congratulations. But now, the game completely changes. The focus shifts from all that internal work to acquiring high-leverage external skills. It's no longer just about working harder, it's about working way, way smarter. And the guiding framework for this entire stage is the Pareto principle. You know, the 80-20 rule made famous in the 4-hour workweek. You gotta think of this principle like a law of nature. It basically says that 80% of your results are gonna come from just 20% of your efforts. Your job now is to figure out what that critical 20% is. And this illustrates the whole concept perfectly. You might find that, hey, 20% of your clients are bringing in 80% of your revenue, or that 20% of what you do in marketing drives 80% of your new customers. The key to scaling from 10K to 100K a month is to be ruthless about cutting the 80% of work that doesn't really matter, and then double, triple, or quadruple down on the 20% that actually does. This stage is all about building your toolkit. You have to master marketing with books like Influence and Confessions of an Advertising Man. You've got to master execution with the Lean Startup. Negotiation, that's covered by Never Split the Difference. And so crucially, you need to understand people with classics like How to Win Friends and the 48 Laws of Power. Then you wrap it all together with a personal MBA, and you basically have a world-class business education, but without all that crippling debt. Now we're entering a totally different reality. To go from $100,000 to $1 million a month, that requires a fundamental shift in how you see the world. You have to stop focusing on just improving your own skills and start trying to understand the entire economic system you're playing in. The knowledge you're looking for becomes, well, a lot more esoteric. This quote from JP Morgan, it just perfectly captures the mindset of this stage. It's not literally about astrology, of course. It's about understanding the invisible forces, right? The underlying patterns and behaviors that shape our economic reality. It's about finally seeing the bigger picture. So, the reading list gets a little different. The Intelligent Investor gives you that time-tested foundation for protecting and multiplying the wealth you've now built. Then you have a book like Reality Transurfing, which really explores the idea that you can actively manage and shape your reality. And finally, Misbehaving introduces you to behavioral economics, helping you understand how people actually act, which is the real key to understanding how markets work. We've made it to the final stage. At this level, it's no longer enough to just understand the system as it is today. To get to 10 million a month and beyond, you have to start analyzing history so you can begin to predict the future. Because, let's be real, history is kind of doomed to repeat itself.
Just look at these cycles of boom and bust throughout modern history. You had the gold rush, the dot-com bubble, the rise of Bitcoin. These massive waves of wealth creation happen again and again. The key is being able to spot the next trend before everyone else piles in. And the only way to do that is by deeply, deeply studying the past. And these are the books that unlock that vision. The Creature from Jekyll Island pulls back the curtain on how money and the Federal Reserve actually work. The House of Morgan explains how the modern banking system itself was created. And Devil Take the Hindmost gives you a historical playbook of major financial manias, teaching you exactly how to identify these patterns as they start to emerge in the future. Okay, we've covered 4 stages, 17 books, a whole path from zero to over $10 million a month. That is a lot of information. But if you boil it all down, what's the one single lesson that ties this entire journey together? This. This is the whole point. A book about predicting economic cycles is just, interesting trivia when you're struggling to build basic habits. A book on mindset feels a little redundant when you're trying to structure a multi-million-dollar deal. The true power of a book is only unlocked when it directly solves the problem you are facing right now. So the question isn't just, what should I read? It's what should I read next? Look at this roadmap and really ask yourself, which stage am I in right now? And what's the very next chapter I need to write to get to the next level? Thanks for joining us for this one.